my 22nd/23rd update, and I am just going to talk about Cebu and Manila because I went there for a day. But it's still in the Philippines. Mactan Island, which is in Cebu, which is in the Philippines, is like a tropical paradise on a budget. You can get around super easily because they have these things called jeepneys. It costs 7 pesos, which is about 14 cents American, and it's like these jeeps that got left in their last war from the military, and all these people refashioned them and built them up, and now they're like multiple person taxis, and you just hop on and hop off wherever you want to get on and wherever you want to get off, and there's tons of them going tons of different places. If you don't know exactly where you need to go aside from like the address, then you can take a taxi, and that's about 40 cents American starting out. Most you spend is like $5 for a long ride, or if you're stupid and you don't ask them to run the meter, because then they just guesstimate a large price. Always have them run the meter. I ate a lot of interesting food there. Best meal I had was this thing called roadside chicken, and it's what you would think. It's this place on the side of the road that is this like 2 people with this huge thing of chickens that they're turning and cooking outside, and it smells amazing. I got super fresh, and there's no weird additives or whatever in it, because they probably don't have the money to put additives in it anyway. It's like $2 for a whole chicken to yourself, and you can get a little thing of rice, and you can get a Mountain Dew in a glass bottle, and it's delicious. If you go to the Philippines, get roadside chicken. They also have these bakeries that are all over the place on the side of the road, and they're open all night, I assume. You can get a whole bag of stuff for like 80 cents. It's delicious. As I said in my last update, I brought a huge makeup bag for a girl that worked at Bigfoot Productions, and therefore when I gave it to her, I had an enormous suitcase that was literally pretty much empty. So I obviously had to fill it with tons of crap that I bought there. This is what I put my ukulele songs in. This is full of sand. I don't know how else to show it to you without making a mess. Okay, we're entering the swag part of the video. So I got a few things, no big deal. What Bigfoot Productions is basically this rich guy named Michael Gleisner from Germany, ironically enough, has too much money to know what to do with, and so he just throws it away on really random ass shit that he just feels like filming in a tropical island with a bunch of models. And he always likes things underwater. Like there's a show called Underwater Experts, Underwater Challenge, and then there's one that's underwater photography. All of them underwater, all of them with models. Bigfoot actually has film school there. On a whim, I picked up course information. I doubt that I would go back to go to film school there, but it's really cheap, and you know, it's fun to have different options, and I mean, the Philippines are beautiful. I don't know if I would want to be that far away from home though. I don't know. I mean, this is pretty far away from home. Best way to go see a nice beach in the Philippines is to go to one of the hotel resorts. I went to one called B Resort. It was a smaller one. It was just like a small square of beach, but it was still really nice. There weren't a ton of people there, so I could just lay on a lounge chair and like not listen to the world for a while and stick my feet in the sand. Then I went to this second hotel called Shangri-La Resort, which is like the resort to go to, and you can buy a day pass, and you get a free buffet lunch, and they have this gigantic buffet lunch. It has something from every style of food. I won't say delicious, it was good. I tried a little bit of lots of things, and my favorite part was they had purple yam ice cream. Delicious. I mean, I love most ice creams, but this was really good. And then I went to the beach and spent like a few hours just hanging out on the beach, and it's a huge beach. You can swim a really long way, you can go snorkeling, you can ride a parasol, you can ride a parasail thing. It was a really, really, really nice beach. If you're in Mactan Island, I suggest you go to Shangri-La. Take a long time, like give yourself most of the day, and just relax on the lovely beach. I've never seen a beach like this except on postcards. And it still wasn't that much. It was like maybe $30. One thing that was interesting that happened while I was at the two beaches was I discovered that I just do not like snorkeling. I am a certified scuba diver. I think I will just always prefer scuba diving because I don't like that snorkeling, you're like forced to stay at the top unless you want to hold your breath and dive. And you're constantly getting seawater in your mouth from the snorkel, or even just salt air. It just feels like you have salt in your throat. And you can't really get close enough to touch anything. And you get sunburned on your shoulders and your back. And I would rather scuba dive. I didn't get to go in this, but I passed it when we were in the jeepney. Everybody knows Orange Julius. Well, they had an Orange Brutus. Hilarious! Last day I was there, Mikey and I went to Manila, which is in the Philippines. It's just a different island. We went to Manila Ocean Park Aquarium, which was pretty cool. They had this thing called Dr. Fish. It's those little fish that you can like put your feet in the water and the fish come up and they eat your dead skin cells. And it sounds really gross, but it's really good for people with skin diseases, or if you have like really beat up skin. They eat all the bad parts of your skin and it kind of tickles, and when you take your feet out, it's like baby butt smooth. We did it and Michael's like mega ticklish and he hated it for almost the whole time, but then when we got out, he was really excited and loved it. But it was really cool and really weird and really cheap. And then we went to the Mall of Asia, the third largest mall in the world, I think. Too big to be cool because you were just like exhausted not knowing where to go. Like there's so much to see. We happened to be there on the night that they were having this firework Olympics between the Philippines and like Australia was that night. It was the second annual fireworks Olympics. So there were like crazy fireworks going on outside, which was kind of cool. And we got Krispy Kreme, which they don't have in Germany. And they make a lot of delicious things in Germany, but donuts are just not sweet enough. Then we ran into a couple people when we were trying to find a taxi. They showed us this really cool hipster section of Manila where all the like trendy people that ride cruiser bikes and have ascots and like watching people spray paint art hang out. It was a really cool club, and there happened to be this random guy that decided to do a spray paint exhibition, which usually I'm like meh, graffiti, whatever, but it was like beautiful. I'll put pictures up on Facebook in a second Philippines album because it was really nice. And he was really cool, and I actually bought, this is some of the stuff that he does. There's this one, cool draft guy. Dear Shelley, thanks for supporting the arts. And then he signed his name. It's time for Mr. Love. This update I miss just plain buttered movie popcorn with salt and butter. They give you kettle corn in the movie theaters here if you get normal popcorn, which is great, but they just don't have regular salted, super buttery movie popcorn. And I miss it. I love this update. What I eat for dinner almost every night with the kids. It's bread with, it's called like Kräuter crème fraîche, I think. I might have made that up. I know it involves the word Kräuter, which is like herbs. And then you spread that on, and then you put, it's called Tomatenmark, and it's like tomato paste. And you put that on, then you spread it together, and then you eat it, and it's delicious. Like seriously, I eat it like every single day. What can I give you for a fact? You know how the German language has a bunch of things with umlauts? That means the two punks on the top of letters, like A and O and U. There is no E with an umlaut. That doesn't exist. Except in Aragon, which I am now reading. Left Hand of God was awesome. You should read it. German, what shall I teach you in German today? I'll teach you the word game. Das Spiel. Funnily enough, it also means to play, so you can spielen ein Spiel. I think that's it. I forgot to do this last time too. Eat your vegetables, hug a tree, love your mommy, and don't bother with Hawaii. There's too many people and it's not as cool as the Philippines. Psh.